So this is Bonnie. You don't usually see her. She doesn't like people. Well, we're going to change that. That's right, aren't we? She's actually on my shoulder. This is like a first. I gave her a cricket. She's eating it. I've gotten to the point where I can pet her a little bit. She won't bitch. But she will, like when you're trying to get her out of the pouch, she'll bitch really bad. And yes, she is very overweight. I'm not going to try a weigh-in right now. Just because she's very moody. I think maybe in a couple weeks we'll start doing weigh-ins with her. It's a good girl. It's a good girl. Yeah. We'll get you another cricket. How about that? Yeah. How about we get you another cricket? We'll get you another cricket, okay? We're going to get you used to riding on my shoulder and hang it out on me. She just took a giant steamy piss on my back. She's trying to get down my back here. Bonnie. I'm going to get you trained up on Bon Bon. Come on. See that? There you go. You get crickets. Yeah. She is very obese for a glider. This is how she came to me from the rescue. Well, rescue is putting it roughly. These guys are a little... They've got about 70 some gliders and they don't really give them a lot of handling. So it's also where we got Chuck from. So you and I are going to do all kinds of stuff to get you used to. She's a literal handful. Look at that chunky monkey. That's a lot of sugar glider. I mean, I can feel her on my shoulder. Felix was like hardly anything. Bonnie is... Do you want to go in here? Would it be better if you went in my shirt? Or are you going to get used to shoulder riding? You've got to get used to shoulder riding. But as you can see, she's very big. We're going to work on that. We're starting by... Because how she got so big here is she kept eating all of Felix's food, which I couldn't really separate them for like long periods, so I had to keep them in together, so she would just keep eating Felix's food. She's peeing on my back again. Felix would pee on me too, but boy, she's really peeing on me. And you can see how big she is. She probably has a gigantic bladder. This is a sugar glider. Her name is Bonnie. She's a white face. That's a type of sugar glider. She's very obese, which we're working on now. She just lost her pouch mate Felix, who was very underweight. Oh, look how big she is. Jeez, Bonnie. Got to work on that. So we're going to start by just breaking her down to a really simple diet of hand-fed crickets. I'm going to give her about 4 to 6 a day. Well, not a day, every half day. So every 12 hours, she's going to get 4 to 6 crickets, as many fruits and vegetables as she wants, and a little bit of honey, and just a little tiny bit of turkey. That's what we're going to feed her. And I think if we stick to that, and when we bring the new glider in this weekend, we're not going to put them together right away. Bonnie, here you go. You want that? Yeah. And she's got to get used to shoulder riding because she's never shoulder ridden before like Felix, but this is a good way to start. Is you get them on your shoulder, you give them crickets, you don't let them go anywhere else, and eventually she'll get used to riding on my shoulder, like Felix did. This is also how pirates train their animals. I don't know, I might actually try to weigh her. No, the weigh surface is a little small. I don't have one of those big bucket scales like they have at the vet. It was easy to get Felix on there because he was so little. Bonnie, however, is a chunky monkey. So I'm going to get her a couple more crickets. We're going to make her food. And then we're going to get her back into the habitat. And hopefully she will be more compliant as time goes on. How's it going, Kristen Oily? And how are you, Jurassic King 2? We're just hanging out with Bonnie, the sugar glider. She's eating a cricket. She's being very standoffish tonight, but she's the number one glider in the house now that Felix is gone, so I'm going to have to work with her to kind of build a better relationship. So we're going to get who they like watermelon, so we're making her food. That's watermelon, grapes. I'm going to give her a couple more hand-fed crickets. And then we're going to give her a little piece of turkey and maybe a little honey too. I don't know, actually. Maybe not honey, because honey can get fattening. Bonnie, you want another cricket? You got to come up here. She's got this cute little band on her tail. Yeah? You've got to come up here if you want a cricket, kid. All right. So we've got a cricket here. It's alive. Bonnie. Bon. She's still eating the one that's back there. I'm going to put you guys up here for a second. All right. Bon. She sees it. Bon. Come on. Bon, you want the cricket, you got to come up here. Bon. Bonnie, come on. You got to come up here if you want a cricket. You got to come up. Come on. There you go. Good girl. See, she's even starting to sit up here, and when she gets used to it more, she'll sit regularly like Felix did on my shoulder. Felix went everywhere, though. I mean, he would mainly stay on my shoulder, but then he would go on top of my head. I think this is probably as close as she's going to get tonight to actually riding up on my shoulder. Cut a couple grapes. Brad Edits. Nice to see you. Just hanging out with our chunky monkey Bonnie here, getting her crickets, and we're starting to train her to get more personable with humans. And of course, cantaloupe. They like cantaloupe a lot. Cantaloupe nectar is good. Yeah, Bonnie's 7 years old now, almost 8. And she's a white-faced mosaic sugar glider. You want another one? She wants another one. You're gonna get another one. You gotta stay up here though, Bonnie. You gotta stay up here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get her another cricket. Right. Bonnie, you are the lucky recipient of a full-grown adult cricket. Oh, this is a big one too. She doesn't pick and choose like Felix used to. Come on. Come on. There you go. Just looking at her weight, that's also a health issue. She doesn't really run on the wheel very much. When she came to me, she was this size. She had been alone for a little while. I guess there was a Clyde at some point, but that Clyde is no longer around apparently, or was no longer around at that time. So I had lost Chuck. Bonnie was Felix's pouch mate replacement for Chuck. Alright, now you're just getting a little tiny bit of turkey. Not a lot tonight. A little bit of apple juice and a little tiny bit of avocado. Bonnie, you are very soft though. Oh my God, these guys are like the softest, most comfy, little guys ever. They're just ridiculously soft. Yeah, you are. You are ridiculously soft. Her claws are very sharp because she hasn't been running on the wheel. This is something else we've got to get her going on. It's probably because she's so fat. Alright, just a little tiny bit of avocado. I'm going to give her one more cricket. And then we're going to put her to bed because I got to get up early. I would like to try to exercise with her tonight, but there's just no time. We're going to do that tomorrow night, though, tomorrow morning we're going to work on her physicalities by basically just chasing her around the apartment. You want another cricket? Bun? You want another cricket? Okay. These are good trust building exercises. She'll get to know that if she hangs out and if she's positive about it. Is that cricket alive? Okay. Bun. Yeah. There you go. Okay, that's it for crickets tonight, you chunky monkey. Alright, it was good checking in with you guys. We'll be on the same time tomorrow morning, around 1:30 a.m. Oh, you're so chunky. You're so chunky. You got such a nice big tail, though. Give me a mustache. Give me a mustache. I used to deal with that with Felix a lot. He had a tail that was just as bushy as this. Have a nice night, guys. Take care.